You don't turn a button on.
What button? Does he mean a physical button? Oh, it's on now.
You didn't press the little
Button?
red switch.
What didn't turn a button on? What button is that? Nonsense.
Well, now we're on
Uh,
YouTube.
yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Yahtzee Tries. No ad this week. Just straight into it. Like a buttered dildo.
Jesus. I'm
Yes.
still trying to figure out what button they were talking about. that was a lot.
Well, it's all sorted now. I'm Yahtzee
There you
Groshaw.
go.
I'm the one who tries. And I'm joined by Marty today.
Hello.
And we're playing a couple of games. First game we're going to try is Ballionaire.
Yeah. Ballionaire.
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 Which
What do we think this game's about? Just judging from its portmanteau of a name.
I couldn't even venture a guess. But apparently it's like a sort of a roguelike thing that some people are saying is sort of Balatro-like in its addictiveness.
Oh, who's this man who's dancing? I don't like him.
Yeah. I don't like that weird trail that's coming off him. I feel like I'm flashing back to my old LSD trip again.
Oh no, it's happening. You're gonna start seeing the floating platforms.
Well, this game certainly has a visual flair.
Incredible.
Oh,
What made you choose this? I literally had not heard of this game.
Well, I
Did you
noticed
just stumble
it
upon it?
showed up on the Steam list, and I think someone suggested it this morning.
Okay.
I think Nick suggested it while we were
Nick's a
having
big
our
ballionaire.
weekly chat. I'm not sure what any of this means. Must play on the pyramid. Choose your initiate starter pack below.
Is this Peggle? Did you ever play Peggle?
Yeah, I know Peggle.
This seems like Peggle.
This is like fancy Balatro style roguelite Peggle, apparently.
God, that's so many modifiers.
Okay, let's go for it. Oh, it's fucking CalArts. We just love our CalArts, don't we?
How many weeks since our last CalArts? It's a little sign we just gotta flip over.
Okay. So we have to start with the keeper,
Okay.
and then move through the other two, it seems.
What is that word? Quinscience? Is that a real word, or is that a Ballionaire word?
Quiescence, which
Quiescence.
presumably is related to the word acquiescence.
Sure, I know acquiescence. Never just heard of a straight up quiescence.
Yeah, it's one of those weird, quirky English words where, like, the version without the stuff, the prefix has been lost to history somehow. We must earn $500 in 5 drops. Man, they're really overcomplicating this if it is just Peggle. Each turn, drop a ball. Then draft a trigger to add to the board. Okay.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Do we think we did good?
Well, we can stick stuff on the board that has different effects that will bounce the ball upwards and earn us money. I think.
What's your history with jumping rope? I feel like I was never a big jump roper.
I have
Being
been.
tall, I feel like you're also tall, so that a jumping rope would be tough.
Yeah. Jumping. I sort of aged out of jumping rope when I reached a certain height, I suppose.
Sure.
Well, and $200 and etc. Why can't I put it anywhere?
Oh, I think
Okay.
you have to maybe you have to dismiss this little pop up in the left.
Okay. Earn money when a ball bonks a trigger. Well, I usually earn money when someone bonks me, yes.
Oh no!
Okay. Well, you can predict
Okay.
where the ball's going to go because it always drops down the same spot. Oh wow, that was a good one.
There you go. Okay, cash registers, campfires, caterpillars. I feel like it kind of threw you into the deep end with all of these. I mean, granted, it is explaining everything, but it is just...
Yeah.
There's just a lot.
Okay. Tutorials, thank you.
Hoots.
All right. Use one try to spawn a fireball, but what does that do? Spawn one coin ball for each distinct carryable. Maybe this gets clearer if we just keep playing it.
Yeah. I feel like in the early stages of a game like this, I'm just like, I'm going to click the things and just deal with them. And if I get that into it, then I'm going to start paying attention.
Oh, got a bit of a loop going there.
Okay, that's good.
Well, I wish it would stop saying bonk. That's British slang, don't you know?
Yeah, and it's turned into like online like meme slang of like bonking someone if they're being too horny. I've also sort of shied away from the term bonk.
It's ironic, isn't it? You bonk someone to put them in horny jail, when in fact, if you're in horny jail, being bonked is exactly the kind of thing you would want.
Yeah, it is weird. Also, the most famous bonk is Bonk for the TurboGrafx 16, who is a caveman with a large head.
That's not the kind of bonking I'm talking about.
Shout out to that bonk.
At all.
Do you think this is the kind of stuff that was actually going on in the pyramids?
See, the falling isn't consistent, but it's always dropped from the same spot, but the way it falls isn't consistent. Why is that? Perhaps they're randomizing the physics to a certain extent.
I mean, it's... Plinko is always like that, right?
Well, you could choose where you drop it in Plinko.
Yeah, but even if you drop in the same spot, that doesn't mean that it's going to follow the same route, right?
Well, no, because in real life, no, because you could never drop it in precisely the same spot twice, but this is a video game.
This is a video game.
This is all simulated physics.
This is true. This is all true.
Bonk from below.
Oh my god. An underbunk. An Incarnadine gifted a sub over to Curega over in Twitch. Thank you so much, Incarnadine. Congrats, Curega.
Oh, man, I'm raking it in on this one.
You're doing it. Look at that. How much money you have. Oh my god, there's money just falling from the ceiling.
Cha-ching. I'd satisfied Tribute 1. Now I got to make 2,500. More stuff to think about in my brain.
Yeah, do people like chat for folks in the chat who are like big fans of roguelikes, especially ones where you have these choices of all the different abilities. Like, is that something? Do you get excited when you start a new one and you're like, oh boy, I got to choose between these three things and read about what they do? Like, to me, it just seems like loading too much information too early in the experience.
Well, that's a problem that goes away if you just keep playing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't mocap stick figures, it's weird. Hey, come back.
Turn.
Bonk me. No, not like that.
Ah.
Can only be placed in the bottom row, eh?
Okay, so we're getting some little modifiers like that. Oh, look at you just bouncing all around there.
Yeah, I've made my target already.
You got your little jungle hat, just preparing for Indiana Jones?
Yes. Preparing for my review of Indiana Jones, which will be coming out next Wednesday as the last review of the year.
Will it be as great as the titular circle? Tune in to find out.
Oh, it'll be a pretty circular argument.
Ah,
Buh, 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 buh. Hey, come back.
who's that ghost?
Okay.
This.
Oh, okay. All right. I, I won again.
Well, yeah. What are we trying to do?
We are trying to earn money to uh, pay the tributes.
Okay,
It's like
gotcha.
Ballionaire. It's exactly
Yeah,
like Ballionaire. You got to make enough to
gotcha.
proceed to the next round,
Gotcha.
and everything has different rules for how it gives you money or what happens after it
Okay,
gives you money.
so all these modifiers are like you modifying your deck or modifying the rules. Gotcha.
Yes.
Uh, Mopman over on YouTube. I've not had a chance to see Craven yet. I've heard it is very bad. I'm very much looking forward
Well,
to seeing it.
geez, that defeats the pattern, doesn't it?
And I think they've announced that it's probably going to be Sony's last Spider-Man tangential movie. So R.I.P. to all of the wonderful weirdos like Morbius and Craven and Madam Web.
Why don't they just make Spider-Man movies?
Because they have to split the money with Disney. So they're like, we don't want to split the money. We will make our own movies that
Oh, right.
legally cannot have Spider-Man in them.
So instead of half of billions, they make all of nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's corporate thinking for you.
The man who chopped off the finger in the Green Gang for 7 months. Thank you so much, man who chopped off the finger.
Don't chop off your fingers, though.
Oh, you need those. You need those for various actions and whatnot.
My wife would probably like this game.
So I say this also seems like it would be a pretty decent mobile game.
Yeah, it's
Just
one of
like
those
a
games
kinda
that's for like
Phone out.
learning how to exploit the numbers the best way.
Yeah.
And my wife was really into Cookie Clicker for a while. Just
There you go.
putting a spreadsheet together, figuring out the most optimal cookie generation methods.
Yeah.
She's got a degree in maths. That's like what she uses it for these days.
Oh, there you go. Cookie clicking. LOTR fan, thank you so much for the resub in the Green Gang. 12 whole months. Hello to you as well. And Harry Sun with $5 Australian. Thank you so much, Harry Sun. Wait, you're telling me a new Sony Cape Shit film is bad? No way. I like calling them Cape Shit films. Never
Cape
heard of that.
Shit.
Cape Shit. Yeah.
Sounds like a sequel to Cape Fear, where things go even worse.
Cape Shit. Oh no, Robert De Niro has filled this boat with shit.
More stuff.
Zikaros. Thank you so much for the resub over on Twitch. What's up?
Gain $100 every second. Earn $200 invest. Oh, let's just put a bumper down. Yeah, keep away from the cactus. That earns us money. Earns us money if it is not bonked. See, that's what you want. You get like one turn that just earns the entire target.
Yeah, there you go. And it's just smooth sailing.
Yeah. This does feel very random, but then isn't that always the way with Plinko and Peggle?
Yeah, yeah.
Teleporter.
There was I played another Plinko game recently that it was like a Plinko RPG, and like your battles would unfold on Plinko boards, and then you would gain.
Man,
It was almost roguey like this.
Everyone's trying to find a new system for like powering a turn-based battle system that's unique.
Yeah, yeah.
Find the next big turn-based battle system, and the world will beat a path to your door.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them are like trying to just take mechanics from other games and being like, can we make this the turn-based battle system? Like there's a couple games where like inventory management is
Yeah,
pretty much the
fucking
battle.
Backpack Hero and such
Yeah,
like. And
yeah,
then there was from last time, fucking Dungeon Crawler.
yeah. That's right. Where it turns claw machine.
What do I most want to bonk?
Uh-oh. That's a dangerous question. Nidoram with $5. Thank you so much, Nidoram. Your third super chat over in YouTube. How did both of you like Peggle? Put a decent chunk of time into it myself, but thought Peggle 2 sucked hard. Yeah, I played a lot of the first Peggle, like a lot of folks did.
Yeah, I did. It's a good time sink, but
Yeah,
you shouldn't approach it like it's a skill-based game.
yeah. And honestly, I don't remember playing Peggle 2. The only Peggle 2 thing I remember was the guy on stage at E3 or the Microsoft conference, and it was like a one more thing. He's like, "Oh, and we have one more thing," and he goes, "Peggle 2," and he jumped in the air and kind of did an air punch, and it was just very.
Yeah.
I was like,
I know
"Okay,
everyone thought he
that
was a
sounds nice."
bell end. Yeah.
Yeah. Jess in the chat says that she liked Peggle.
Yeah, a lot of people liked Peggle.
It was great.
It had
But
like
it's just
the art,
like,
like I think the artist for Bob the Angry Flower worked on it.
I don't know who's that flower.
Classic webcomic stuff you wouldn't understand.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I
Olden
wouldn't.
times Web 1.0 webcomic stuff.
No.
Uh,
That side of the internet felt too cool for me. When I was on the internet, like webcomics and
No
stuff, I was like,
part-
this is too cool.
No part of the internet in the late 90s and early 2000s was too cool for anyone, my friend. Come back. Come back, ball.
Apparently, you reviewed Peggle back in the day for ZP, and you called the developers evil.
Oh, yeah, because it was PopCap. And,
Oh yeah, they were kind of evil.
They made Bejeweled,
Yeah.
which made an evil amount of money.
Was PopCap still exist? They got bought by EA at some point, I think.
Well, I still have Bejeweled on my phone, and that hasn't been shut down, so I assume they're still operating somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the lucky run.
So much money.
And free money from cactuses. Cacti.
When do we move on to the next god? How does that work? 'Cause remember at the beginning, you chose this one deity or whatever to go to.
Yeah,
When do we go to the next?
I assumed we just had to get through every round of this god. It says 6 out of 6 in the top right, so maybe this is the last one.
Oh, gotcha.
So we'll see how we do. Yeah, let's put another anchor down. Why not? Yeah, it paid off instantly.
Look at that.
Wow, that water's going. Man, look at that. It's going everywhere.
Yeah. Do we get to spend this money on something?
Okay, so we're not done. We have to satisfy Tribute 5.
All the money doesn't carry over. Tommy Salty at 10 Polish Zwoti. Thank you so much, Marty. Landman superpower is plotting. Tommy, that's pretty good. There's a new series called Landman about landmen.
Okay.
And we're all aboard the Landman train. Billy Bob Thornton plays a titular landman.
It's like the villain of Aquaman. Is that how it works?
Yeah, just hucking dirt at people. Nah, he's just like an oil dude. Dude who loves oil.
All right. Settle in. This is going to take a while.
Believe in us.
Or maybe the broom will just.
Where did it go? Did a UFO take it away? I have secret leveled. That is Casey and I are going to be talking about it this evening on Firelink. The first 8 episodes.
What is that?
It's just a series of short, like 5 to 15 minute animated movies, and each one is set in a world of a video game and or a thing like D&D. So there's like a D&D episode. There's just ultimately a short animated film.
Set in a
There's
video
like
game. Well, like
yeah,
Captain
there's like
N.
one that's set in the Sifu world, one that's set in Pac-Man, like a very strange take on Pac-Man. There's
Oh,
Warhammer. There's
are there any non-strange takes on Pac-Man?
no, only that this Pac-Man thing, like, if you would not have told me until the very end that this was a Pac-Man episode, I would not have known until the very end of the episode.
Oh, okay. So it's
yeah.
like there's like a dude in a yellow spacesuit running away from 4 multicolored weird aliens in a
There's like
labyrinthine
ghosts,
spaceship.
a little bit, but it's even like more opaque than that, I would say. And very kind of dark and bleak, and then you get to the ending, and you're like, "Oh, this is what it's about."
It was Pac-Man all along.
It was Pac-Man all along. But that series, famously, in the next batch of episodes, has a Concord episode, which that episode, I think they planned at this point Concord to be like a thriving live service game that hundreds of thousands of people were tuning into.
L-O and furthermore L. So it's like, so what you're describing is basically grown-up Captain N, the Games Master.
A little bit, yeah. They're individual stories, so they're not crossing over yet. It's weird choices for ones, though. Like, there's an Unreal Tournament one, and I'm like, does Epic give a shit about Unreal anymore now that...
well, we all give a shit about the engine.
Yeah, I guess. Like, Unreal the game and Unreal Tournament just felt like, well, we have this technology, so we might as well use it for something. And then when Gears came along, it was like, okay, well, here's like the real game people care about. We'll go over there.
Yeah, basically.
And I did like Unreal Tournament. Like, I played a lot, like, back when I actually played PC shooters, I played a lot of Unreal Tournament and Quake 3.
And there was even almost a plot in the original Unreal Tournament. It was like, hey, it's like some death game in the future or something. Now go play multiplayer. Piss off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the plot of the Unreal Tournament short is. Sort of a look at that death game, almost like a Running Man kind of thing.
And still we continue. I guess this is the game.
I guess maybe you unlock the next one when you eventually lose.
I guess we'll see what happens.
These statues flanking the left and right of the screen, it's weird because it looks like they're wearing like James Bond short shorts, like when he comes out of the water in Dr. No.
I really didn't expect that to be the direction you were going in when you started that sentence.
That's what it looks like. It looks like they're just like essentially coming out of the water in Dr. No.
Okay. If you say so.
And Nidoram with another $5 dono. Thank you so much, Nidoram. Yahtzee, have you had a chance to look at the updated D&D rules that came out a couple months ago? And if so, any thoughts?
No, I only give a shit about D&D when I'm making content surrounding it.
When you'll have to learn any new rules, possibly, for Adventures Now. I would imagine if anyone on staff has any thoughts on that, it would be Jack and or Jesse.
Jesse G.
Jesse G, yeah. I don't think the rest of us keep up to date on D&D goings, like you said, unless we are actively filming something.
Man, that whale was a good investment.
Yeah, right?
And I'm still going. And I'm off. Bye. Thanks for the cash. Well, fuck it. These anchors are doing me pretty well. I'm going to stick another one there.
Yeah, it feels like the anchors are pulling their weight.
Huh. I didn't want a hungry mouth.
It almost feels like one thing, like having the board start off empty is a like weird way to start the game.
Well, it wasn't empty. There were like one or two things already there when I started.
Yeah, I just mean like now is when it is now. When I guess it hasn't been that. It's only been 25 minutes, but like now is when it's like okay, this is like visually stimulating and numbers are going vroom.
Yeah, I got money up the butt.
Oh no.
Oh. Buh.
As Arthur with 50 bits over in Twitch. Thank you so much, Sir Arthur. Yahtzee, do you know the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi?
Well, Dubai's in the United Arab Emirates, and Abu Dhabi isn't.
The message then says, wait for Yacht's response. And then I'm supposed to say, the people in Dubai don't ever watch the Flintstones, but the people in Abu Dhabi do.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a good one. I felt bad because you gave the actual answer. You gave the actual answer, and you bestowed knowledge on the people.
I didn't realize we were telling a joke.
I didn't know how to. I tried my best. I tried my best. Telling jokes is hard. I make goofs, but I'm not good at telling jokes. With like punchlines and everything.
Immanuel Kant, but Genghis Khan and Walt Disney.
What?
That's a Scottish joke.
Okay, I understood the first part. The Walt Disney was
Immanuel Kant, but
Yeah.
Genghis Khan and
Yeah.
Walt Disney.
I still don't get the last part. I know it's Walt Disney, and I know you're saying it with an accent. So Emmanuel Khan, and Genghis Khan.
Immanuel Kant, Genghis
Yeah.
Khan, but Walt Disney.
Can't, can, Disney? I don't get the Disney part.
It's Scots. It's Scots for doesn't.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't get that part. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, British Weeb fittingly says he does not get the joke. Very
Yes.
true. I did not get the joke. Yeah, I'm not Scottish. I'm going to get this. I agree.
Well, I got to make 150 grand, so I might be getting
ball drops, you know.
it might be starting to get tight.
Uh-oh.
4 ball drops, and I got to make just over 100 grand.
Those little droppies.
Yes, it's starting to remind me of that gag in Undertale where they have like this ridiculously complicated puzzle with like 5 different coloured tiles.
Okay.
And all the tiles do something stupid, like one kind of tile you can only go across like blur. One kind of tile is shark-infested waters, and the other kind of tile you can only go slowly on. And then they just say, now we will randomly generate a puzzle. And it's entirely white.
Oh, there you go. And then they're like, oh shit, how did that that didn't turn out how we wanted.
Ooh, minecart, sure, whatever.
Oh, chat, is my voice sounding weird? Chat says I sound like a robot.
You sound fine to me.
I sound fine to me. I sound robotic. I don't know what to do if I sound robotic. Should I leave the call and come back? You think that'll fix it? Will that break all the cameras?
Yes, you sound normal to me. No, in my
Chat says I'm
ears.
fine now, so I don't know, chat, what was going on. I feel like I was hoodwinked just because I didn't understand that Scottish joke. I think chat was trying to hoodwink me into telling me I was a
Yes.
robot.
They're just teasing you now.
Fucking chat. Swear to God. Loader Fan 193 with a $5 dono. Also, Loader Fan, are you excited for Lord of the Rings Lords of the Rohirrim in theaters this weekend? Sound off in the comments below. Have you played games with a secret museum level that shows commentary or cut content, like Ratchet and Clank Going Commando and A Crack in Time? I like a game with a nice little behind the scenes. I mean, Yahtzee, you went through recently. You said you were going through Half-Life 2 with the.
Yes.
I guess it's not a museum level, but with the commentary.
Yes. It was jolly interesting.
Yeah.
Because, of course, they had commentary tracks on episode 1 and 2, but they never got around to doing the original, but now they have.
Mhm. I like one of the Chrono Trigger endings is you go into a developer room and you meet all the actual, like, there's the actual characters of all the developers, and you're like, oh, I worked on the graphics, I worked on the sound design.
Yes. This was what they said they would do instead of putting my actual name in the credits.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, plump.
Still going. We've, like, smashed the target already.
Oh my god, yeah. We're like almost doubling it.
Yeah.
Then Alex Armstrong with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Alex Armstrong. About Monday, FTL came out in 2014. It's your 2014's fifth best game when I asked about the 2013 fifth best game, which was either Last of Us, Tomb Raider, or Revengeance fourth. Ooh, that's confusing, Alex. That's so long ago. That was several days ago.
I can't remember things that have happened in the past. Who do you think I am? A person with a memory?
You're asking us to remember not only something that was 2 days ago, but something that was 2 days ago that was also about 10 years ago.
That's just confusing. Now there's a fucking tree thing.
Yeah, with a weird little glory hole in the middle.
And we're still going. It never stops.
Do you think, given Balattro's huge success this year, that we're just going to see a wave of not like it was the first game like that, but waves of games inspired by it?
We already were for a while. Everyone was doing Balatro Yahtzee for a while. There were like 3 of those.
Weird.
This board's getting pretty cluttered.
It really is. Do you beat a level when you just run out of spaces to put things? Or can you, like, put things over other things?
I don't know. Jeez. This art style reminds me of Rainbow Billy a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially the little faces, like the anthropomorphized versions of everything.
Yeah. That was also very Cal Arts.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think this game's going to throw any more curveballs at us.
No, it's seems like it's very much doing one thing. Is it in early access or is it out?
I think it's out. I mean, we reviewed it in Bite Size, didn't we?
Well, you know, I'm not sure. Sure enough, it is out. Oh, some of the later levels look cool. There's like a later level that takes place in a theme park, and your board, instead of being a pyramid, is the inside of a Ferris wheel, and it's rotating.
Well, how do we finish this level then?
How do we get out of this pyramid?
Do we just quit? Is that how it works?
I don't know. Or are we going to quit, and it's going to be like, oh, well, you didn't finish the level, so you can't go to the next one.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the... And
You need to lose?
Yeah, I guess we just have to lose at some point. But I'm not sure I could deliberately lose this game at this point.
Yeah.
It's just might just keep earning money forever. Oh wait, I just lost.
Oh.
Hey!
Yay! Congrats to all the earners and bonkers out there.
Go to board in lab.
What did that mean? It said go to board and go to board in lab?
Yeah, and now we can just like experiment, I guess.
Oh, okay. So you can you can almost no pressure be like, "Ooh, is this a good strategy?"
Yeah, I suppose. Can't be bothered to do that. How do I leave? Take me away from this place.
And Nidoram with another $10. Thanks so much, Nidoram. After getting Star Wars Outlaws for free, I've been surprised with how much I've enjoyed it so far, despite how bland the protagonist is. Feels closer to an open world Naughty Dog game than it does a Ubisoft. Yeah, it didn't feel like in the way that a lot of Ubisoft games feel very much cut from the same cloth. It didn't feel that same thing. It didn't have that Far Cry, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed kind of loop to it. I'm still curious to go back because apparently they've upgraded or updated a bunch of stuff and like removed insta-fail stealth sections so that you can just kind of turn it into
I've got too much else.
There's Star Wars.
I've got too much else in life to need to go back and play more fucking Ubisoft sandboxes.
Hey, you said you're already caught up on games until next year.
Yeah.
What are you gonna play over Christmas?
I'm just gonna download the Green Day music pack for Beat Saber and just play that 8 hours a day.
There you go.
Just unlocking more things.
Oh my god, look at our little gachapon machines. And Anixia with a $10 dono. Thank you so much, Anixia. Anyone else get absolutely floored and surprised by how good Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is? I was expecting a shoot 'em up and got a puzzle and explore 'em up instead. Well, you'll get Yahtzee's pure, unfiltered thoughts next week.
Yes.
On the final fully Ramblematic of 2024.
Crazy.
But Anixia, I'm also very much enjoying. We talked a little bit about it on Monday. Jay and I are both very much enjoying it.
Yes. I mean, I guess I can say that it is a good game, but I'm not sure it's going to end up in my top 5.
Ooh. I wonder what the latest a game has been to sneak into your top 5.
Well, has
December game ever done it?
Well, why I tend to assume December is the time for dump games that the publishers have no faith in is that on several occasions the last review of the year has ended up in the worst list.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yes, a plate. Why not?
And Gargdargus, thank you so much for the resub over in Twitch. Twitch keeps telling you to do this. You know what? Who are we to say no to Jeffrey Bezos?
Fucking Jeff Bezos. Can't even go grocery shopping without paying more money to him. I mean, I could go to the Safeway.
That's true.
But
they
don't have quite as good cakes.
They really don't. And what's the point of going grocery shopping if you can't get good cakes?
Yeah, I got to get my little individual cake slice. That's my special treat. My reward for being such a diligent buyer of groceries.
Aww.
So we can't pick anything but pyramid.
What?
That's
Why?
the only option.
It's a bunch of hogwash.
Oh, hang on. We can pick different ones if we take the ascendant.
Fishing? Double finger.
Okay, it says we've got to win the game, but I'm not entirely clear on how one does that.
No, because it kept giving us goals and we kept meeting the goals.
Okay, so you have to go all the way up to 9. There's 9 levels. We didn't get as high as 9.
But we didn't get to the Adept, did we?
Yeah, we did.
I thought that was going to be a new level.
No, we got through the Adept. We were on the Hierarch last time. That seems we've got to beat 9 rounds to win. Alright. Go nuts.
Can you also, if you click that stopwatch in the upper right-hand corner, does that just make everything go faster?
Oh, yeah, you can get like...
Oh, you can even make it go slower. Oh, no, that's too slow.
Yes, the slowest possible speed. You're all stuck in here with me. I'm not stuck in here with you. Yes. Look how slow it is now.
Oh, my God.
Now we can be really analytical.
This is a nightmare. This is a genuine nightmare. Double Finger with a €5 dono. Thank you so much, Double Finger. Well, if things are as dire as reported, Ubisoft might not need to be much of a concern for much longer. Guess that AC Red game better be a banger. AC Red being the original codename for Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is coming out in February.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Remember, February is fuck you. It's February in the games industry. That's when Suicide Squad came out.
But that's also when Final Fantasy came out. And as we all know, Final Fantasy was the best game of 2024. As voted on by me.
No, it wasn't.
As voted on by me, it was. It was so good. GameSpot named Metaphor ReFantazio as their game of the year.
Did they?
Well, good for you, GameSpot.
The Game Awards are like tomorrow, aren't they?
Game Awards are tomorrow evening. Our stream will start 6:30 p.m. And when I mean our stream, I mean me, Nick, and Casey, because Yahtzee would rather literally die.
I know I usually don't look them up, but I feel like I have to because I was so confident in my predictions when we did that podcast.
That is true. It was a real make or break moment.
Yeah, I staked my reputation.
And the Switch resubbed on Prime using Prime. Thank you so much for 5 months. Appreciate your Bezo bucks on us. And Anixia with a $5 dono over on YouTube. Side note, Troy Baker absolutely blew me away with his take on Indiana Jones. Phenomenal job. He should honestly get an award for that.
I know. It was very convincing. Even, he sounded like Indiana Jones in both, placid, mumbly, grizzled action hero mode and in extremely excited shouting mode.
Yeah. There's my favorite early character moment was in the Vatican. There's a side quest where you get roped into. I think it was a side quest. You get roped into because you're dressed up as a priest, having to give confession to
Yeah,
one of the black shirts, and he
yeah,
starts telling you about how he cheated on his wife with his wife's mother, and like Indy can't stop but being disgusted by
yeah.
it, which is really funny because I'm like, wait a minute. In a year, you do the Last Crusade, and you and your dad both sleep with the same Nazi. Good moment.
Well, he never said he wasn't a hypocrite.
That's true. Took the hypocritical oath.
Anyway, shagging your mother-in-law isn't the same as shagging the same hot lady your dad shagged.
No, but I feel like they are in. If these are glass houses, they're the same glass house that we shouldn't be throwing stones in. Right?
Also, the fascist guy got both ladies pregnant, which was the bit.
Oh, that was it. Yeah,
that was the bit that really shocked Indiana Jones. That's what made him break character. Stay away from my cactus. I bet this run isn't going to be any bit as successful as the first one. That tend to happen with me with roguelikes. I have extreme beginner's luck playing roguelikes. Like the first one, I'll get to like the penultimate level, and then I just can't get back to it for like the next 19 attempts.
Yeah, I feel I'm that way with boss fights and like tough boss fights in Souls games, where like a first try I'll get really far, and then I just never reach that point for like another 10 tries.
Yep.
It almost feels like you're overthinking it.
More anchors.
Look at those anchors. And CSI Freak resubscribed over on Twitch. Been a full year. Thank you so much, CSI Freak.
Oh, the jungle hat. And the parachute.
Ooh, a jungle hat.
And don't hit that cactus either.
Don't you dare. Is that way you stuck him in the corner?
Yeah. Well, bye then, asshole. Buh. Buh. Buh.
Captain Cella, I will read the question to Yahtzee, and I promise you the answer will be he does not care. But Yahtzee, do you have an opinion on the new game Marvel Rivals, which is the NetEase Overwatch clone with Marvel characters?
Oh, actually, I do have a very firm opinion there. My opinion is piss the fuck off. I don't care.
For a second, I was like, I was wrong. I assumed you wouldn't give a shit. You really threw me for a loop there. So there you go.
If they made like an Overwatch style game where you play as different DC villains and you can play the Riddler, Scarecrow, Captain Boomerang, or any of those, then I'd be interested in that.
If I got a game for you, it's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
No, not that one. It sucks.
I believe it's being put out to pasture in January. Hey, it
No.
lasted almost a year.
I know. I'd be interested in like replaying it once it goes into like offline mode and see if it does actually hold up as a single player game when it stops bugging you with all that bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. I will say, even though hero shooters are absolutely not my bag, I like the style of the Marvel game. I see the style, and I'm like, what if you did this in a single player game that I cared about? I don't think they're going to do that.
So what are the playable characters in
There's like fucking 30 of them. There's just a bunch of
Marvel
people.
Rivals? Oh, it's fucking what was it called? Battleborn. It's Battleborning up in this bitch.
It's battleboarding. I mean, it's just Overwatch to the point where like certain characters are just seem like they're like the exact exact copies of what an
Right.
Overwatch character does.
Right.
Apparently, the characters are Adam Warlock, Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain America, Cloak and Dagger, Doctor Strange, Groot, Hawkeye, Hela.
Wait, Cloak and
Hulk,
Dagger
Iron
together or just one
They
or
are
the other?
no, yeah, they are together. I feel like they're always together. You can't have a cloak without a dagger.
Yeah, it's like having two dogs called Benson and Hedges and then having to explain it when one of them dies.
I understood the joke. Anixia with $2 dono says Battleborn mention the world is a weird place.
I know. Who remembers that? Who remembers when it came out like around the same time Overwatch originally did and caused everyone to not give a shit?
Womp womp. Are you excited about the Borderlands 4 reveal tomorrow?
Oh yes, I am thrilled.
I know you're a big Borderlands fan.
I'm even more thrilled considering how successful the Borderlands film was.
Oh no.
I see this franchise can only go from strength to strength.
They try. Hey, with Battleborn, they were like, "Listen, this is going to be our next big IP. This is going to go to the moon," and it was not true.
They always don't they do that with every new IP though? This IP is going to go to the moon, and we're investing in it stupidly. Like, I feel like that always happens these days.
Yeah, Anthem. That was
Yes,
Bioware going all in on it. Yeah,
the fucking Universal monsters.
yeah, the shared universe of monsters. Yeah,
Yes, because everyone gives a shit about Bride of Frankenstein these days. Well, they do now. James Gunn has put out Creature Commandos, apparently.
that's right. Did you know who they were? Because I had no idea who they were until this cartoon came out. I'd never heard of them.
Well, I knew who the Bride of Frankenstein was because
I know her. Yeah, I'm familiar with her work.
The other ones, well, Weasel was that joke character from the Suicide Squad movie, weren't they?
That's right. Yeah.
The other one, like one of them's female Abe Sapien from Hellboy. One of them's just
Fish
dude,
woman.
the skeleton, like radioactive skeleton dude from Batman Beyond, except it's the present.
It just feels weird because it feels like Suicide Squad is already that weird group of misfits that you send in to do a job no one else wants to do.
Well, apparently it's all tied into James Gunn's like cinematic universe because it's like the aftermath of the end of the Peacemaker TV show.
Oh, interesting.
Because at the end of the Peacemaker TV show, I only know this from like video essays and stuff. But at the end of the Peacemaker TV show, apparently like they had to shut down the Suicide Squad because like the government like clamped down on exploiting prisoners.
Sure.
But then in Creature Commandos, they found a loophole where they can still do Suicide Squads as long as none of the people in it count as human.
Oh, that seems awful.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, here's a weird fish person and a reanimated corpse. Don't worry, they're not humans.
Yeah.
Anixia with a $10 dono. Thank you, Anixia. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss it, you'll make it among the stars. No, if you miss, you'll end up floating alone in the cold, unforgiving vacuum of space, never to be seen or heard from again.
Well, there you go.
That's a beautiful little life lesson to take with us.
Bread. More bread. I am bread.
Look at that bread.
Come
Geldon
back.
with a $2 dono. Thank you so much, Geldon. Jack deserves something nice like a Puppet Master game. I think Jack would love a Puppet Master game. If they put Puppet Master in Dead by Daylight, I think Jack would be in. Did you play Iron Bread back in the day?
Yeah, I hear it. You ever seen
That was like an early Goof game, like before Goof games were a dime a dozen.
You ever seen a fighting game called Terradrome? Terradrome. It's got some dumb subtitle, but it's like a fan-made game, like a fighting game, consisting only of like famous horror movies monsters. So
Terradrome Reign of Legends.
That's it. I think that's a different one. But apparently, it's a pretty solidly put together fighting game. You can play as Freddy Krueger, you can play as Jason, you can play as both human Jason and undead Jason. They've got Chucky and the clown from It, and this is like a free fan game, so they haven't paid anyone shit for any of this.
So that's the thing. I think this Terradrome Reign of Legends is this. So a Steam. It came out on Steam for purchase 2 months ago, but they had to remove all of those.
Yes,
so
I think
it's sort of like.
So I think it's
the store brand versions of the characters.
Yeah, it's like the same developers, but this is like their commercial venture that they actually have to. They might be sued by copyright holders for.
Yeah, so the characters are like the Wendigo, and there's a Van Helsing in there because no one probably owns the copyrights to the Van Helsing characters from.
I don't think so. No, yeah, because like Dracula's in public domain now.
Yeah, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are in here because again they're probably in the
public domain. Yeah. But they're still updating like the original. I think it's called Rise of the Boogeymen, the one with the actual like movie characters in. I think they're still updating it because they recently added like the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers to it. And they've got like Maniac Cop, which was this incredibly obscure slasher film with Bruce Campbell in it.
You're not kidding. It's got the old dude from Phantasm.
Yeah.
A Pumpkinhead. Oh wow, this game is not legal at all. You can't put these characters in your game.
But yeah, that's like spiritually Dead by Daylight before Dead by Daylight was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got Candyman, Leatherface, Michael Myers.
Tony Todd. He died quite recently, you know?
Yeah.
But not before doing his bits for... Jones. Yeah, not before doing his lines for Indiana Jones, apparently.
Yeah, it's strange that in the last... I've never really associated him with video games, and then he was Venom last year in Spider-Man, and...
Was he? I didn't know.
Yeah.
He voiced Venom. He's been like 100 million B movies.
Yeah.
And he was the Vortigaunt in Half-Life Episode 1 and 2.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, not the original. He was brought on to do the Vortigaunt voices for the episodes.
Oh. I feel like someone probably told us that when we were streaming it, but I forgot.
Well, anyway. Oh, I can't put this anywhere.
No.
Oh, packing tape. Yeah, sure, whatever. What does that do?
Sly Dante says apparently there is a Puppet Master game, and Stephanie Sterling reviewed it. Well, there you go.
Oh, yes. I think it was made by the Friday the 13th, the game devs.
Oh, I literally did not know that existed. Double Finger with a €2 dono says, isn't human Jason just a child? Seems unfair.
No, it's like pre Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason, where he's still technically a living person and not an undead zombie.
Yeah. And Joe B with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Joe B. Will Yahtzee be trying any of the other indie titles given a shout out from the Balatro creator?
I wasn't aware. He was in the habit of shouting out indie titles.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he put a list of them somewhere?
Well, good for him. You know, spread the love. Pass it forward, as it were.
They just announced that it sold 3.5 million copies.
Yeah,
so he's probably doing just fine.
Bloody successful. Anyway, that was Ballionaire, and weren't we all bloody bored by that by the end?
Classic Ballionaire.
Perhaps that's why it's called Ballionaire, because it makes you
Uh,
bored.
uh,
Well, anyway, our next game.
I'm excited for this one.
I'm interested because I never played Legacy of Kain back in the day.
Okay. Neither
I
have
never
I.
played any of the Legacy of Kain games back in the day, but they seem to have like a dedicated fan base. So I'm
Did you?
playing,
You
and
never played Blood Omen?
I did play Blood Omen, but that was never the popular one. Soul Reaver were the
No.
popular ones.
Yeah. These were known for early very good stories and games around the time of stuff like Metal Gear Solid and whatnot. Planescape Torment.
So Kain is a big vampire god. I know that one. I know that much. He's like God now after clawing his way to success. Ooh, really rocking that the crow makeup. Kain looks a bit like Arseface from Preacher.
He absolutely does. Got that weird little anus in his mouth.
Yeah.
Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift.
So our character is supposed to be cool, is he?
Some years past Remaster, our evolution
He looks like he's about to complain to the manager.
until
Oh no.
we had the honor of surpassing my lord.
Okay. So Raziel sprouted wings and Kain is pissed off by that. Game audio too quiet? Kai.
Yeah, let us know.
Let me just
For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward.
how's that?
Agony.
Sound off in the comments below. Oh, this is a nice looking zone.
Yes, I'm guessing this is pretty remastered as remasters go.
Yeah.
This was like
I
a
believe-
this PS1, right?
One. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My eternal
I believe they said they did more for the first game than for the second game because this collection has 2 games in it.
Okay.
Razio was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the bowels of the lake of the
You don't burn in a lake. I see the problem you're making there.
cast him in.
Never seen a lake before.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony.
This is all a bit
Ceased to exist.
slitty wristy, edgy. I listened to My
Very.
Chemical Romance in high school sort of vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, my favorite of all the vibes.
An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.
Oh, that's the classic look. Yeah.
I know you, Raziel. You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form is this that I have come to inhabit?
How can he talk? He's got no jaw.
Next to this travesty.
He should be going. Ah.
You should be the true R space.
Only spared
Yes.
you from total dissolution.
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
The choice is not yours.
I am destroyed.
You are reborn. The birth of one of Kain's abominations traps the essence of life.
That voice actor sounds very familiar.
Soul that
It's
animates
probably one of those
you,
actors who've been in everything, but you can never place the name.
that Raziel.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I'm not actually sure who
The souls of the dead
See if
remain
anyone famous voiced.
cannot spin them in the wheel of fate. They
Oh, the
cannot
chat's saying it's Tony J.
destinies.
I don't know
Tony
who
J.
that. I don't know who Tony J is. What else have they done?
Avenge yourself.
Looked like he was the Hunchback in the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I
He
never
may have
s-
been Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
I've never seen the Hunchback from
Let the wheel of fate
the Notre
He was in
Dame.
Time Bandits. He played the Supreme Being.
Oh, that's a good film. I like Time Bandits.
become
He was not Beast in. He was whoever Monsieur Dearg in Beauty and the Beast was. I'm not sure if that was like fucking
okay.
upper clock or something.
Okay, we're playing.
Yay!
And,
Ugly Stupid Loser. Been a member for 2 months in the Green Gang. Thank you so much, Ugly Stupid Loser. Adopted my rabbit Frank, a partner. Any ideas for names? What's a good rabbit name?
Cheeseburger.
Oh, that's a great rabbit name. There you go. Cheeseburger. Perfect name. And Darkwind, thank you so much for a raid over in Twitch.
What's all this?
Appreciate you, Dark.
They're just pressing the buttons, and he's.
He's just gobbling up orbs.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's just gobbling.
It's like he's exaggerating his fishing accomplishments. So we got an attack, and we got a jump. And,
You
like a look, and a duck. Okay.
these gates twist space, laying a path across great spans.
This game was Crystal Dynamics. Came out in '99. Famous. This was one of the first big games that Amy Hennig wrote and directed. She directed these two before moving on to Naughty Dog and creating Uncharted.
Okay. Which episode of the Krypton Factor do I want to interact with?
I feel like the late '90s were a key time for level select. Was just like stand in front of this thing and then change the channels like a TV, and then just walk into whatever you want. Crash Bandicoot Warped.
I just want to go to level 1. What's level 1?
I'll just go through the portal.
Ugh.
You must visit
No.
other gates before this portal will be opened.
You gotta visit other gates.
Well, let's see where the thing goes. Oh, it's the fast travel system? Well, why did it draw attention to it if there wasn't a place you could go
Yeah,
on it?
shouldn't draw attention to it until you can fast travel somewhere.
Man, it's like they didn't know how to design games properly back then.
You must feed.
The old hunger has left me. I have no desire for blood.
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need.
This reminds me of Darksiders, vibe-wise.
Yeah,
It's like everyone's taking
that's
things
pretty
way
spot
too
on.
fucking seriously.
very seriously.
The souls of your enemies.
You should have to do that in Dark Souls. Every time an enemy drops something, you should have to just open your cloak and just eat it all. Suck them all up.
Alright, I'm full. I'm full of whatever the fuck that is. Soul juice.
Love a soul juice.
Huh. Seems a bit elaborate for a high jump.
you gotta do a little crouch.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose.
Oh, can I glide?
Hold of them as you leap.
Well, yeah.
They will carry you across this chasm.
See, this immediately reminded me of my time playing Batman Arkham Shadow. Because if you want to, like, leap down with your cape in that game, you
Yeah.
have to, like, thrust your arms out.
Oh no!
Yeah, I kept banging
I'm a
my
bat.
I kept banging my hands on my office walls.
I'm a bat.
I'm a bat. Ooh, I'm scary. Ooh, watch out, dog. Toffee was very intimidated. Okay. We have to jump and then release jump and then hold down an A to glide.
Don't you dare hold it while jumping.
Yes.
They will be so angry at you.
What scabrous wretches are these?
Scabrous wretch. Someone wanted to show off their college liberal arts degree, didn't they?
Look at his little butt. Look at his little butt.
Oh.
Look at the butts. Look at the butts.
Yeah, I get that I can feed, but what do I do with the feed juice that I've eaten?
Oh, did you eat the ghost?
I guess.
Congrats. You
Where's
suck
the-
that man up.
Where does the body go?
Oh, it's just in your
Just-
like chin void.
He just turns into a ghost, and then I
Yeah.
eat the ghost.
Is this the secret level episode of Pac-Man? Is that what we're watching?
And it's a glowing thing.
Yay!
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world.
Yay?
Taxing, however, your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return.
I like his scarf. I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Very
it's,
nice
it's,
scarf.
it's sporty.
Body
Yeah.
at any time.
Okay, now we're
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation.
so now we're in the physical world. Okay,
If you fail
Oh, that was like a spirit realm.
I guess.
this
All right.
natural matter will dissolve.
I can fuck with the spirit realm.
Yeah, now my juice meter is all curvy rather than jagged.
Oh, you do have a curvy juice meter.
Yeah. Watch out for my curvy juice meter.
Happens to a lot of men our age. Tsunami Doucher with a $20 dono says nothing. Thank you, Tsunami Doucher.
Man, took him a while. You got there in the end.
Tsunami Doucher wisely sat out of the Ballionaire segment, waited for Legacy of Kain.
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body, forcing
Well,
your
we don't
return
want
to the
that.
spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as
Mandevil's asking, says that if you hit F1, it'll toggle the old graphics to see what the old graphics look like. Well, are we drowning?
No, I think we just got spiritualized again. Is there like another button I can do that with?
I don't know.
Because
I mean, I imagine there is, because the game exists on consoles, so...
I'm playing with controller. Get in my belly!
your efforts are futile, Raziel. Such objects are but shadows in the spirit world.
Okay.
Oh, apparently R3 does it, so click it in the right stick.
You. It wasn't as much as a change as I was expecting, if I'm honest.
No, this room might be a weird example for it. Let's see if we get a room that looks less like this.
So we're back in the spirit realm. So how do we get across that water? With our body?
What do you mean?
Well, I've got that I could turn back into a physical person in the
Can you
physical
glide?
realm. Oh, that's a thought. Yeah, let's try gliding. I already forgot I had that.
Oh, maybe you need a high jump. Oh, no, you got it.
Oh, yeah. No, high jump's just for height. I don't think it helps distance.
These little goons.
They are the children of your brother, Duma.
That's impossible. These foul, scuttling beasts could not be kin of our high blood.
Do you suppose that time stood still? For
Oh dear.
Much has changed since you passed from.
I like that you can toggle between the new graphics and the old ones on the fly, instead of like having to like go out to the main menu and choose.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of remasters that do that.
Yeah, I think one of the first I remember was like the Halo. The original Halo had like an anniversary edition to where you could do that.
Hey, the remaster gave me shoes.
As opposed to two weird claw feet.
To whatever the fuck that was. Boing, glide, murder.
I knew my opponent's weaknesses, having suffered them myself. Physical wounds are fleeting. Vampire's immortal flesh begins to close as soon as it is cleaved. Vampires need only fear those wounds that impale or inflame. Water scorches like acid, and fledglings are devastated by sunlight's touch. I would have to modify my tactics to suit my foes.
Okay. Ow.
Who's this dude that they just killed? What was
Boy,
his deal?
come and enjoy this lovely sunlight.
Ah, you dumb sons of bitches.
Ha ha ha. What a twat.
Quickly, Raziel, or you will be compelled
Fucking
to follow.
dummy. Well, you just live there behind that sun.
Where'd that soul go? Right. Come and get me, I'm really scared. Nah. You big twat.
Suck them all up.
You can't teach intelligence. Or something.
True.
Aha. Pushy block?
I love pushing a block.
Oh, it's a fucking PS1 third-person game, so of course
Uh-oh.
we were going to be pushing a block at some point. In a very Tomb Raider-y kind of way.
Yeah, I was about to say both Tomb Raider and, which makes sense for Crystal Dynamics, but even Ocarina of Time have the very slow
Yeah.
grid-based movement.
God, I remember when God of War introduced the ability to kick a
Yeah.
block, and that felt like such a game changer.
Yeah.
My God, a bird!
Sanctuary
Scraw!
used to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire.
Now it's a Warhammer game.
It now appeared, collapsing into the dust of its former magnificence. And yet, I had only just emerged. In the instant between my execution and resurrection, centuries had apparently passed.
Yeah, we knew that. Listen! Listen to Tony J, idiot.
The earth strains to shrug off the pestilence of Kain's parasitic empire. The fate of this world was preordained in an instant by a solitary man. Unwilling to martyr himself to restore Nosgoth's balance, Kain condemned the world to the decay you see. In that moment, the unraveling began. Now it is nearly played out. Nosgoth teeters on the brink of collapse. Its fragile balance cannot hold.
Okay, gonna beat up this guy now.
Oh no, where's our sunlight? What are we supposed to do without our ray of sun?
I don't know. Oh, fire, that'll work. And this rock. Or not. Okay, just smack him with a brick.
Yeah, he's bleeding all over the place.
Can I just suck all his blood out? No? Okay.
Not that kind of a vampire.
Oh, I don't know how to kill this guy now.
You just keep. You just have to like keep hitting him. Oh, you can grab them and then throw them into the fire. So maybe once they're bleeding, you got to pick them up.
Okay, how do you grab him then? Oh, okay. There we go. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. So how you doing? Yeah, I've had a morning.
I've had a morning.
Hey, dee-dee-dee. Yeah, dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oh, yeah, his buddies now just kind of like hanging out in the corner, like, huh? Yes.
Oh,
That's
get in
great.
my belly. Oh, bugger.
Oh no.
You get in my belly. Thanks for waiting.
That was a nice one.
Man, that's gonna be annoying. I have to do this with every fucking dude in the game.
Apparently, they said there's also like spears on the wall that you can impale them on.
Yeah, I
still,
haven't seen
basically
any
the
of
same
that.
thing. Yeah.
Get in my belly. It makes me laugh. Get in my belly.
Listen, I'm never gonna say no to an Austin Powers reference.
Yeah, well, you got
Doors of the
that
sanctuary
reference, didn't you?
Yeah.
barred from the inside or rusted shut. I would need to find another means of entry.
Oh, we can pick these up. Oh, okay.
Oh, big old weapon.
Yeah, these camera controls. Oh, we've got a look button. Tell me you
Yeah.
come from the age before analog sticks without telling me you come from the age before analog sticks.
Aw. Yes, a little real sneaky impaling. Oh no! Our poor friend.
Man, impaling's pretty effective, it turns out. I don't know where I'm going now.
Seems new. Oh no, this is the. Are we back in like the? Oh,
Oh, is this like one of the fast travel spots?
looks like it. I didn't think what that other thing was.
Yeah, I suppose it must be. And now it's been activated. Yeah, that takes us back to the home base. And that's literally the only place we can go. God, we've got a tight bum.
We do. We truly have a.
Look at that tight booty.
Look at that ass.
Yeah. Man. I'd like to toss that salad like a seasick rabbit.
Oh my god. I was not expecting that. That left me shocked.
Ah. Not quite dead, I see. Ooh.
Oh, you hoisted him.
Yeah. Infiltrate my stomach. I'm mixing it up. Oh, my spear broke. Oh, no it hasn't. It's just clipped into the floor. Haha.
This, at least, had remained constant. The endlessly swirling vortex of the abyss. My tomb and the womb of my rebirth.
Okay, don't make it weird, Raziel.
Just fall into the whirlpool. Don't be
Much
weird.
of Nosgoth's landscape had changed. These cliffs gave me my bearings. My clan territory was to the west. I was anxious to see how my descendants had fared during the centuries of my absence.
I'm sure they did fine. Don't flatter yourself. We just, like, jump down into hell again. I mean, I enjoyed the last few centuries of torment.
Nothing in this real world has seemed nice. I would rather just stay in hell.
Last time I went to hell, I got superpowers.
There you go.
And this
Imagine
sweet,
what would happen this time.
and this sweet bottom. Bleh. Man, why would you ever not have a spear? Because you forgot to pick it back up, I suppose.
Did you toggle the graphics? I just saw a bunch of bricks appear
Yeah.
on the walls. Okay, I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if that was like the game being weird or if you doing that. Yeah. Yeah, like you mentioned, it's not doesn't seem like that huge of a change.
No. It's like a HD texture update.
Yeah. Fungus Finder with a $2 dono says, as an someone who's listening only on audio right now, I am very confused. Yeah, I can imagine.
Why would you only be
Watching,
listening?
honestly, watching isn't going to make it any less confusing.
Hey, he got back up.
You're never going to keep them down.
I guess we have to keep them dead until the end of the fight scene. Right, you come with me.
Into the fire.
It'd be nice if we could do this a bit faster.
Yeah, so we're ready to like huck them. A nice hucking.
Yeah. That's as far as they'll huck.
Not too impressive of a huck. It's annoying, but I do like the kind of the rules and logic behind like how you can or can't kill these enemies. Like you need to impale them, or you need to.
Oh, I forgot
set
to
them on fire.
put them in my belly.
Can't forget that.
I should have remembered I need things in my belly.
Or else you'll lose from your cool little green squirrel.
I know.
Utter desolation. My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot. I knew the hand that wrought this deed.
Man, I don't wipe excrement from my boot. I have to, like, chisel it out with a stick.
It's all dried.
Get in my belly. Okay. Belly, get in.
Delicious. Delicious.
Things to break
Just
that won't
that.
break. If there is a vase in a video game, I expect to be able to break it.
Yeah, why would we put that there?
Yeah. Still went wrong for a brief fraction of a second
Yeah,
there.
that was a little wackiness.
Okay, activated another thingy.
I think it looks exactly like the first thingy.
Yep.
Gelden with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Gelden. How many souls would a Soul Reaver reave if a Soul Reaver could reave souls? It isn't wordplay. That belly seems positively infinite in this capacity. You can just suck up as many souls as you want. They're like they're not, they're low calorie souls.
Yes, they're very Moorish.
Yeah.
Slip. Oh, you can pick up torches.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes.
So I guess you could bring the fire to the bad guys instead of bringing bad guys to the fire.
That's what I'm guessing is the case.
Fucking vases.
I know. Fucking.
They stand out.
They really look like you should be able to break them.
Should have coins. Various
Okay,
doubloons.
water, water. We don't like water.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I put my fire out.
It's okay. Beautiful.
Okay, torches suck. It's official.
Oh, they don't even like
Yeah, you can't even just
relight on fire.
relight the
Yeah.
one you've got.
Oh, nice.
Slip. Yeah, honestly, I'm not a big fan of having to slurp the enemy as well as kill them. Brings to mind the combat mechanic in the first Prince of Persia Sands of Time game where you had to stab the dude with the dagger to kill them for realsies.
Yeah.
And they kind of cut that out of all the subsequent Prince of Persia games because it kind of sucked as a mechanic.
Yeah, they realized that it just felt like kind of busy work. Oh, folks are reminding you that this game only has manual save.
Oh,
So if you were to die.
man.
How did you not add that to...
I know, fucking remasters. That's the job of a remaster.
Yeah.
Bella, get in. Thank you.
It's wild to think how this came out in... Let me see, this was 99. August 99. And
Yes.
within 2 years, Devil May Cry was out.
That is pretty wild.
Devil May Cry feels like such a newer game than this.
But this was after Half-Life.
Yeah, this was later than I thought. I didn't realize this was the end of, back half of 99.
Well, there was a limit to what you could put on a PlayStation disc, I suppose.
Sure, yeah.
I
And
think
it also
they
came
were-
to PC, and the next
Yeah.
year it came to Dreamcast, but I imagine PlayStation was its primary platform.
But we definitely had much more elaborate games than this at the time
Yeah.
it came out. I want my... Thank you. Yes, that. There, you bastard. You shot your shot and missed. So now you get the belly. Now, what manner
What's
of
this
being
thing?
are you?
What was this? A little compass?
Or what? A switch.
Oh,
that
wow.
doesn't do shit. Oh,
It was
okay.
like a real, a real cartoon switch.
This feels more like a level from Unreal. Like the first Unreal.
Yeah, it...
Like one level above the original Quake.
Yeah. It's strange because it's like, yeah, a very like empty. The level is very empty, very
Yes.
devoid.
Yes. Sort of thing that might work better as like an isometric game.
which I think wasn't Blood Omen.
Yes,
isometric?
yes. The
Yeah.
original Legacy of Kain was isometric.
Mm-hmm.
No! Please!
We couldn't always animate mouths opening when people talk.
Flesh. Their scent
These
was
Dargans.
empiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Kind of like that. Instead of just having like a big icon over them indicating that they're about to die,
You
You
start
just-
bleeding out.
you just read it from like their body language.
Yeah, yeah.
I do appreciate that, because you know these days there'd be a dirty great icon over everything.
Oh yeah.
You get the fire today. I've decided. La 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 la. Ooh, your bum is not as nice as mine.
Damn. Throwing bum shade. Yeah, Zonlord, this is a remaster. This is by that company Aspire, who they do a lot of remasters now, like all of those Star Wars games of the 90s and early aughts that are brought to modern platforms
Yes.
are done by them. They also did the
If-
Tomb Raider one
If
recently.
it's if it's a remaster and it's not by Night Dive, it's probably by them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Night Dive tends to. I feel like Night Dive goes a little deeper into their remasters.
Well, they vary their approach. Sometimes they just
Yeah.
like basically hash out a source port. Sometimes they do things like the System Shock remake, which was like a full-on ground up
full-on
remake.
Yeah. Yeah, the Blue Point used to be big into the game too, and it seems like
Yeah.
after the Demon Souls remake, they have been working on their own thing.
Well, I've probably learned a lot from that. Traditionally,
Yeah,
the remastering someone else's game is like the in-betweeny project you do to pay the bills.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I think we might have talked about this on Windbreaker, but Nintendo uses remaster studios almost as like proof of concepts, and then gives them
Oh, I
their
see.
ability. Like Echoes of Wisdom, that studio did the 3DS remasters of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and they did the Link's Awakening remake.
Ah, it's the trial by fire. As
Exactly,
It
and then it's like, all right, you've earned your own game.
were. All right, you have impressed us. That's Nintendo.
Yeah, it's John Nintendo right there.
Perhaps I was wrong to misjudge you. Oh, that's a door. Okay.
That did not look like a door. No, it almost hit you right in the ass.
Yes, and it would have bounced right off. Equally as fast as...
Who's
What's
this?
that? What's that? It's like a statue?
I don't know. Armor? Oh, no.
Are we friends? Can we be friends?
One of the they look like humanoid. Oh,
No, we can't be friends.
did he not know you were there?
Oh, you're not a vampire. You just die.
This charnel house bore the unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan. To what depths had our dynasty plummeted if these ghouls were the
Man, they haven't
descendants of
killed that
our
many
lives
people over
and
the
weapons?
centuries. If that's
They
the
sowed a
extent of
base
the cemetery.
recruit fledglings from the desiccated
By 10
corpses
guys.
here interred.
Yeah, he doesn't seem that bad. John Lowe with 50 bits, thank you so much. You know what was a good remaster? Destroy All Humans. Great graphics, small gameplay tweaks, improved cutscenes, the works. This looks very PS2 still, especially that one guy in the cutscene a moment ago.
Yeah, this is very much in source port territory.
Yeah, it definitely looks better than a PS1 game, but it looks like a PS2 game.
Yeah, it's a PS2 game. There you go.
Yeah. Then Kurega, thank you so much for the bit border. Fun trivia, David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake, originally auditioned to voice Raziel. There's a no-clip documentary about Soul Reaver that has audition tapes.
Oh, look at
just put
look
out
at
a
this-
documentary on this.
Look at the little dance he does when you do
likes
the side-on
He
moving.
likes it.
But what am I supposed to be doing with this box is the question.
Yeah, chat, we know this released on PS1. We're saying this remaster looks like a PS2 game.
Yes. Can I jump that high? Like to get up there? Oh, oh, there we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
High jump. Ooh, a spiky thing.
Melchiah was made last, and therefore received
Jonathan Ross asks, what's our thought on Darksiders? I like Darksiders 2.
his soul could not sustain the
I-
which retained much of its previous
I
human
think-
frailty.
In the end, Darksiders 3 ended up being my favorite one.
Those offspring, their fragile skins
I don't think I fully played Darksiders 3.
It was the one that was very much more Souls-like than the others.
That's right, because Darksiders 2 almost felt like a Zelda-ish game. with some
Darksiders 2 felt
RPG.
like a Diablo game to me.
They had like all the different, some of it almost felt like dungeons felt like Zelda dungeons, but then like the overworld and loot system almost felt like,
Yeah.
I guess like Diablo. I was gonna say single player MMO, but I guess that's
The original game felt very much like a Zelda.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the second one added all this like loot grind bullshit.
Yeah. I guess I don't remember the third one, because the third one had been the first one after the Souls wave, because I think Darksiders 2 was like right around the time of Darksiders, or of Dark Souls, so it wouldn't have been influenced by it.
Pick up the thing and stab the guy. Yes, thank you. Oh, bugger, you weren't dead properly, were you? No, it's
That's
just
right,
like
Ariel.
doing
What was
the
it?
it's like doing the dishes. It's like, oh, there was still a little bit of grease on you.
There's still, there's some crime. Let's let it soak. Yeah, there was that Darksiders Genesis game as well.
Yes.
I
Was that the
never played.
isometric one?
Yeah, that was almost like a spin-off or side quest or something. Fucking gates, I swear to God.
Hey,
Every time
another
we get down to
one.
one of these, they all look the same.
Yeah, bit of a design flaw. I mean, the symbols are different, but how are you supposed to remember them all?
What is So are those just like do we have a goal? I have not been paying attention like story-wise.
Take revenge on Kain for being such a big bastard. Go after
Yeah.
all our fellow brethren who also
his
have
throne.
superpowers, and then fuck them up.
Take his throne.
Do we have a map? A map would be a very handy thing.
A map would be great. I love a nice little map right now. Alex, welcome to Sponsored Free Videos over in YouTube. Thank you, Alex.
Maybe you're supposed to draw your own map. Yeah, old school.
Oh, get out of town. Captain Cello, I fucking love Vagrant Story. Keep my copy here.
Ow!
Just in case,
Bummer died.
just in case its power can help convince Square to ever remaster the game.
Well, I guess we're exploring this underwater place then. In the spirit world.
Look at this little goon.
Come back!
Can't get him. He's faster than your
Come
swipes.
back, you!
Faster
This is
than your
this
swipes.
is. I don't know who this is more humiliating for.
Oh, you got him.
Cue yakety sax. Okay, now get in this belly.
Mr. Sadface of the $2 dono. Thank you so much, Mr. Sadface. Would Yahtzee consider this VO acting or acting?
Acting. I don't know.
What was the first game to have acting in it?
I'm not sure, but acting I always define as everyone's delivering their lines like they expect there to be like a Hollywood casting agent in the audience.
Yeah, I know this game. This game was regarded as an early example of, especially if you play a lot of '90s games, the voice acting can be pretty shitty. One of the first examples of games with actual quote unquote good voice acting.
Yeah, I mean Raziel's voice acting is understated for this kind of thing.
Yeah, which you did not get a lot of in the '90s.
Okay.
What's it's too high.
That's far too high.
Way too high. You can't do like like this wall. Looks like something you can like put your claws into.
I probably need one of those. Yeah, might need some Metroidvania style ability unlock. Well, guess I'll die again. Blech,
Yay.
dead. Gosh, I really hate water. Hello again.
These guys almost feel like the well, I guess now he's attacking you, but I was gonna say like the things in Dark Souls game where I always feel bad killing them, where they're just kind of like pitiful.
Just the random hollows. Boy, I hope you like the sound of bare feet slapping against stone ground.
Hey, people can make a lot of money off that.
Hey, what's that in there? I want
a shiny.
It's a Dorito. I am very hungry. Well, where to now?
I was about to say the world's our oyster, but it really wasn't.
No.
I actually have no idea where we're going.
How do I get out of this water?
Seems weird to have a compass and not a map.
Yeah. And it's weird for the compass to be such a permanent addition to the GUI.
Yeah, aside from your Dreamcast, your Mountain Dew Dreamcast spiral. It's the only thing up there.
Man, don't remind me about my last Mountain Dew Dreamcast spiral.
Ah!
Yeah. Okay.
Kuraga says Raziel with a bit border. Thank you so much, Kuraga. Raziel's 2 clawed feet remind me of chocobos, and now I can't disassociate the two.
Da, 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 da.
Do you think Cloud would ever ride Raziel?
Well, who could resist those buttocks?
Those sweet, sweet cheeks.
Yeah, this is reminding me that, hey, there used to be melee combat systems other than light attack, heavy attack, dodge, parry, block.
Yeah, the old days.
Yeah. Okay, this time, don't fall in the water. Shit!
No.
I did the opposite of what I said I should do.
You did. Yeah, you had a good plan, though. It was a very, very good plan.
Oh, I need full energy to regenerate myself. Ew.
Silly gooses. Silly
Guess
geeses.
we'll go suck up some fish.
Yay.
Boy, isn't platforming in PS1 era 3D games great?
Yeah, the funny thing was, like, by this point, the original DualShock, or analog, or whatever they called it, for the PS1 was already out, but since it was a completely optional thing, people weren't really designing their games around it, aside from, like, Ape Escape.
Yeah, well, they had to be mindful of the players that didn't have a DualShock. I
Yeah, which
suppose.
was a majority of them, yeah.
Yes. Come back, you. Well, I needed something to kill you with. Oh, I guess I could just fling you into the water.
Does water kill everyone?
Yeah, well, it kills
Goons?
vampires. Because, you know, water, running water, that's a vampire thing.
Think so.
That's why water initially hurts you in Symphony of the Night.
Oh, that's right. I think what's even more impressive is how a year before this, we got Ocarina of Time, and the combat in Ocarina of Time still holds up. Like, the Z targeting still, it just felt like it was, like, fully formed out of the womb as an idea.
Yeah. Targeting where you have to hold down the buttons to keep something targeted is kind of a pain in the ass.
It's, yeah, agreed. But I guess compared to the other options at the time.
I need a thing that will kill you. Please have some patience while I look for
Garlic.
something.
Spit some garlic on him.
I'll be back later when I found a stick.
Bye, everyone.
Don't do anything naughty while you're waiting. Do I have to, game? Oh, fine.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits.
Mandevil earlier was asking if you're going to do Guess the Game today.
When their vampire natures
No.
to this plane,
Wow.
Can't be bothered.
soul
Guess your own goddamn games.
Yeah.
to re-inhabit.
Probably Bomberman.
I ain't your
Be honest.
little performing monkey.
It's probably just Bomberman. If you go to today's Guess the Game chat and you enter Bomberman for number one, I promise you, you'll get it right.
Hey, that's not going in my belly. That's not going in my belly at all. Alright, where's this great hidden path you were talking about? Game.
Get blind to us. Oh, little jumpies.
I think if you can jump this high, you should be able to zoom the camera out a bit more so you can see exactly what you're jumping up to.
Yeah. Not just have it be a mystery.
Yeah. Alright, let's go back to normal then.
Yay. Were there earlier examples of games where you were transitioning between two realms of the same space like this?
Well, I mean, didn't a couple of Zeldas do that?
Before yeah, like the Light World and Dark World, but like
Oh, that was a
Hasn't-
horrible jump.
as
This
like a
is
mechanic.
this. I think this game is expecting me to make quite a horrible jump here.
Yeah. No, I'm not thinking of Link to the Past. Like, I'm thinking of like using it in like we're constantly going back and forth to solve specific puzzles in specific rooms.
Right. That can't be what I'm supposed to do, can it?
I don't think so. I mean, do something there. I don't know what Bad Seed is. Man, no. I don't think I've ever heard of Bad Seed. Other than Nick Cave.
Yes.
Well, Bad Seed is a 1956 horror movie. I probably have to include the word game.
I do quite like the way the terrain distorts in the Spirit World. Chat, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Just jumping onto that ledge over there?
You can't go up, can you?
I don't think
There's
so.
no, like,
Again,
no.
as being able to zoom the camera out would be nice.
Yeah.
Bollocks!
Yeah, chat's saying do glide. Use glide.
Oh, okay.
And they're also saying fuck that ledge.
Fucking old school. These days, you'd have your character stumble before they fell off the ledge. Oh, yes, okay. Turn back the hang, get more juice for my belly.
Belly juice. Oh, look at that man. That man's like, oh, if you enter my cage.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm really scared. Oh! This really does reflect how useful all the little quality of life improvements platform games have acquired over the years.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try gliding now. Oh, okay. That's a pulley block. Can't fool me.
Trick us.
With nothing behind it.
If you go back in like the other world, will it?
Probably, looking at it. But I can't be asked.
Like a bullet just crawling around. Look a little lizard. Double finger with a €5 dono. Thank you so much. My favorite piece of vampire lore is that spilling a bunch of grains on the floor compels them to count them all, keeping them occupied until sunrise.
Yeah,
that, like,
turns out
from-
vampires have quite a few
like,
weaknesses.
Isn't that like the fucking guy from Rain Man? Flip?
Left trigger and X to flip. Oh, crazy. Oh, man. I didn't expect that.
This guy's going wild.
Okay. So...
You gotta like push it in here, so get back to the other side of it. Oh, this is just a clusterfuck.
Is this what we're supposed to do? Just stick it in here? Oh, guess so.
Oh, Bearshot, that's right. That did show up in an X-Files episode with the kid from like the little redheaded kid who's the vampire in the town. I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, threw a bunch of shit on the ground. He ended up counting it all.
Famously anally retentive vampires.
Yeah, apparently.
Now, I think we need to be in the spirit world for this bit.
Oh, was there like a scary guy in here in the spirit realm? Nope, there's some scary guys.
He doesn't scare me. Oh, you bitch.
Yeah, Billy Quiz by Mulder straight up kills a kid with a stake through the heart in that episode. I think, yeah, that's a Luke Wilson episode. Oh, and it's like Rashomon, where Mulder and Scully are both telling their sides of the town, and he's like a hunk in Scully's side, and he's like a complete yokel in Mulder's side. What a good show. Shout out to the X-Files. Yahtzee tries next week. It'll just be an X-Files episode or two.
The X-Files strikes me as a series where the writers all got very, very easily bored.
Yep. I think it was like, all right, we got these 6 episodes a year that are going to move the story forward, and the rest are Monster of the Week, and just fucking whatever you want.
And we're just going to piss about for a lot of them.
This guy just crawls through fucking pipes. He's just a real pipe man.
Okay. Spirit World.
Well, that thing's just floating in the air now.
Yeah.
It just lives there.
Curious. And this hasn't helped.
No. However, it is 5 o'clock/3 o'clock.
So it is. Hang on. Just one last get in my belly. Alright, well, that was the first bit of Soul Reaver 1 Remastered. Which I never played in the past and don't expect I will, because I don't think it's held up terribly well.
Although Ballionaire, you're gonna be going back to Ballionaire on a daily basis.
I ain't going back to either of that shit. Although I was playing a bit of Get to Work yesterday.
Oh, the one you played last week. Oh, so there you go. That stuck around a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to something and killing time.
Nice.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to Stroke watching Yahtzee Try. I almost said Yahtzee Cries there, but no, that's after I stop broadcasting and I reflect on my life.
That's for the Phoenix tier.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch this week's Fully Ramblematic, which came out today, which was on the subject of STALKER 2, Heart of Chernobyl. And don't forget, Yahtzee Tries will be compiled into a lovely edited video with mini reviews and only the funny bits that will go out on Sunday.
Probably a lot of Get in My Bellies, hopefully.
Yes. And more content this week, of course, although there won't be much on Friday because we're all buggering off for the weekend. But what else is there to look forward to, Marty?
Jay should have a design delve on Friday, even though we'll all be out. So that's our next big premium video. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Firelink in an hour. It's just going to be a little fireside chat with Casey and I gabbing about Secret Level and a couple other things. And then tomorrow, our only stream is our big Game Awards shenanigans beginning at 6:30 Central. So about 90 minutes from now, tomorrow, we'll be doing our normal live watch along to the Game Awards with bingo and all those fun things. So tune in then.
I predicted Black Myth Wukong will take Game of the Year. So tune in and see how embarrassed I need to be.
Could be.
All right, that's it from us. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good rest of the night.